welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about healthy habits that I hope to continue in 2021. I have cultivated these healthy habits during the pandemic, during quarantine, and I just want to share these healthy habits with you guys in the hopes of inspiring you to do the same. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. We all know that 2020 has been a tough year for everyone, to say the least. And for me, it was so easy to look into the negatives and forget the positives. It was easy for me to forget that God was still good and that He was still sovereign. With all the restrictions and the coronavirus still going around, the one story that inspires me to persevere in my faith is the story of Martin Luther, the reformer in 1500s, when he was excommunicated from the Roman Catholic Church and was in hiding in Wartburg Castle. And what inspired me the most was he was isolated in that castle, and he did something amazing that changed the world. And he carefully translated the Bible from Hebrew and ancient Greek into the vernacular so that people in Germany can read the Bible in their language. So he translated the Bible from the original language to German so that ordinary people in Germany can read the Bible for themselves. So that story inspired me to persevere in my faith, to honor my time during isolation, during quarantine, and to be better at my skills and to, use my time wisely, because time is precious. The first healthy habit that I cultivated during quarantine is having a consistent morning routine. And I focus on three things: my mental health, physical health, and my spiritual health in the morning, because I know that when I focus on these things, it can really jumpstart my day. So my morning routine consists of three things. That is movement, having a healthy breakfast, and quiet time. Because when I do these three things, it can really jumpstart my day. I focus on movement because, as Jim Quick says, when your body moves, your brain grooves. After reading the book called Spark, the book really just pushed me to move my body, to sweat, because research shows that exercise transforms our brain in a positive way. So if you are not up for reading that book and checking out, long scientific research, then I highly recommend you watching the TED Talk that I will link in the description box below. It will just motivate you to exercise. And after I do my exercise, I usually do 20 minutes to 30 minutes of cardio workout. My favorite way of just doing a workout in the morning is doing a weighted cardio circuit. I just find it so fun. I make sure that I keep it as intense as I can so I can keep my heart rate up. And after a fun exercise, I make myself a healthy breakfast, because I usually study from 9:30 through to 1 p.m. and I just need a healthy breakfast that would fuel my body and my brain throughout my study session. So my favorite go-to breakfast is avocado egg on toast and porridge with strawberries, blueberries, aka brain berries, and sometimes I put in bananas in there as well. And after I eat my breakfast, I then do my quiet time. After I've looked after my physical health, my soul needs food as well. I don't know about you guys, but when I wake up in the morning, I am so needy of God's grace, and just the stresses of life weighs me down so easily, and I just need to cling to Jesus and ask for His guidance and grace. And it is such a great way to start my day, to recenter my heart and focus on God. I just come to Him every morning I do my Bible reading, journaling, and prayer in the morning. And I love this verse from Sandra McCracken's song called In the Secret of His Presence. And she writes, "Would you like to know the sweetness of the secret of the Lord? Go and hide beneath his shadow. This shall be your reward. And whenever you leave the silence of that happy meeting place, you will surely bear the image of the Master in your face." And I love that because my quiet time is my sacred time with God, and I know that if I renew my mind in his word and I let him work in my heart, I know that I am continually being transformed into the image of Jesus, and I need that every day, and I need that every morning. So that is my morning routine, and having a solid morning routine really just helps your day go smoothly. The second habit is doing deep work. I believe it was Carl Newport who coined this phrase. After reading his book called Deep Work, I realized that I disrespected my focus and concentration back then. I thought that I could do well in my research, that I could write my essays whilst my emails and social media accounts are open on my tabs on my laptop, and I was actually disrespecting my focus because I let these distractions cloud my brain, and that hindered me from honing my skills and be better in what I do. So what I do now is I delegate certain hours to go deep and focus on my studies. So I dedicate 2 to 4 hours in the morning without distractions. No social media, no YouTube, no Wi-Fi personal use, no emails, no distractions. I even tell my husband if he's off from work and he's here in the house not to distract me when I am in my deep work mode, because that is my dedicated hours to go deep and really stretch my brain. So if you are a student, if you are a knowledge worker or entrepreneur, if you are a teacher, I recommend you reading Cal Newport's book called Deep Work. It will really benefit you in your career, in getting better in what you do. And so if you're a student like me, I really just encourage you to go deep without any distractions. Dedicate 2 to 3 to 4 hours in your day. I recommend you doing it in the morning because your mind is clear and you are most alive in the morning. Hopefully, if you're a morning person, but I am usually most alive and most productive in the morning. So dedicate 2 to 3 hours of your day to really hone in your skills without any distractions. The third habit that I want to share with you guys is establishing digital boundaries. Now, I am not anti-social media or whatsoever. Social media is not good or not bad. It's how you use it, right? And so for me, I create social media not because I am morally superior to others, but because I just lack self-control, and it's about priorities, and my priority is not social media, so why waste my time on it? And you know, I just feel bad and it causes me anger. So Jesus said, if something causes you to sin, then cut it off and throw it away. Jesus did not say, oh, you know, just flirt with it, it's not that bad. But actually, I know that for some people, social media usage and looking at sexy photos on Instagram leads them to watching pornography. And so setting up social media boundaries is very, very important. Not just social media, but with the movies that you watch and your internet usage. If you are a student like me, you know that it is so easy to get distracted. Sometimes I just spend so much time on YouTube watching cute rabbits. And so establishing digital boundaries is very important. It has helped me in my productivity. It helped me to read more. It helped me to be more compassionate and kind and more present to other people. It helped me to build healthier relationships in real life, and it helped me stay closer to God, because man, Instagram was so addictive and I just had to cut it off. If you are struggling with some sort of social media addictions, if you know that certain websites or certain videos and photos causes you to sin and causes you to procrastinate and neglect your responsibilities, then build healthy boundaries on what you take in, because King Solomon said to guard our heart because everything flows from it. And actually our eyes, what we see online, really affects our hearts. And you know, I have very low tolerance with what I see online. That's why I unsubscribed on Netflix, because every time I go on Netflix I see 50 Shades of Grey, and I know that when I am on my own, I'm very curious and I click on things that, you know, I shouldn't click on. And so I just have very low tolerance to any sexual things, anything that would affect me, because I'm a visual person. If I see something, and even hearing something that's sexually, you know, graphic, I see it in my head and it affects me, and it is hard for me to dust it off. And so establishing social media boundaries and digital boundaries for me is one of the healthiest habits that I've cultivated during quarantine. The last habit that I want to share with you guys is using a calendar. I know that most people have a calendar, but let's be honest with ourselves. Do we actually take our calendar seriously? Like, do we actually use it every day and reflect on our days and weeks? And during quarantine, I needed to be accountable to myself, and so calendar was my best friend. And using your calendar well is actually a great way to steward your time well. God has given us so little time on earth, and it is very important to have that sense of urgency and to have that, you know, sense of, okay, God has given me today. How am I going to honor God with the time that He has given me today? And so the way I use my calendar is that I do my weekly schedule, and I do that Sunday evening so that my week ahead is all planned out, and I do time blocking every day. And so for my time blocking, the way I do it is I schedule my fun time and break first before I fill in other times for my studies. I schedule everything: my date night, my discipleship meeting, church gatherings, or my filming and editing. Everything I schedule, and I always put in my fun time, downtime before I fill in my study time, because that makes me look forward to my downtime, and that pushes me to actually do my deep work and studies. I know for me, using my calendar wisely has helped me so much with just the stress of remembering everything, all the important meetings and all that. And so when I sit down and take time to schedule everything, I am all good. I've been using my calendar since September, and I've been sticking to it, and it is such a great accountability thing for me, and to reflect on how I've done last week or last month is such a great way to steward your time well. So if you have a calendar, which I know you do, use it. Use your time well, honor your schedules, and you will do well. Stick to it and you will do well. So that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below what habits you would like to establish for 2021, and if you would like to share some healthy habits that you have cultivated during quarantine, comment them down below. And yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you in my next video. Grace and peace be with you, but for now, much love and God bless. Bye.